Hello, I'm Darren LeBuc of VL Photography, and this is my backyard. Hello, so today we have something special that we're going to do. Photography technique that I learned a long time ago. Pretty simple to do, and you get some images like this. Okay, so to do these photos, it's actually quite simple. It's shot through a plane. Okay, to do these types of photos, it's actually quite simple. It's just an elevated piece of glass, and then you're shooting through to whatever type of material. This case, I use gift bags from the dollar store as a demonstration. I think they put off a nice look through the water droplets. Second thing you need is a sheet of glass. So you need a sheet of glass like this, which you're going to elevate up on some books. In my case, I couldn't find enough big books around, so I used some shoe boxes mixed with the books to elevate the glass. We'll do a setup, show you what it looks like. And then you need a well-lit room and a flash. Now you need a trigger on that flash, so you need the flash to be able to go off, as well as the trigger on the other end, which will go on top of the camera to set off the flash remotely. The lens that I like to use for doing these types of photos, now if you have something like a 50mm, you could do it, but you need to have the water droplets a fairly large size to make them show up, is I like to use the 100mm macro lens. In this case, I have the Canon macro lens, which is the 100mm ultrasonic, replacing my other one. Yeah, and so you take this stuff, Rain-X, and you spray it on the glass, let it dry out, dry it off, and then you just spray on just water, plain water on it, and it'll make them sit in little bubbles, which then you can shoot the pictures through. So let's go set it up. I'll show you what it looks like, show you a couple more examples of the photo, and yeah, that's about it. Let's get to it. Okay, so here's the basic setup. We have the boxes and the books holding the glass up, and then you want to slide this guy underneath and have the flash. You might have to position the flash in different directions, so you usually want it somewhere where you can reach it easy and get to it. And then you're going to want to take this, the Rain-X, and paper towel, follow the instructions. You're supposed to spray it on a dry piece of cloth, wipe the top, and then wipe it off with another dry piece of cloth. And then that puts a nice film on the top of the glass, which then you can, when you spray the water, creates the water droplets. So let's give it a shot here. We're going to wipe it on. Now that's going to take a couple minutes for it to dry up. So we're going to leave that for a minute, come back, wipe it clean, and get going. Okay, we're back. Time to spray on the water. So you want to spray on the water however you want the bubbles to look. I'll get a little overhead view of this so that you can see. Every time you spray it, the bubbles will look different. So if you don't like what you see, just wipe it clean, reapply. Every once in a while you have to reapply the Rain-X just because you're wiping it off all the time. But if you're wiping it off, like, you usually get about 10 or 15 wipes, and then you might have to redo it. But it's all up to you the way you want your bubbles to turn out. So here, let me show you. So from above, this is what it looks like shining down, so you can see the different sizes of water droplets that you have. And when you're focusing on the macro lens, you can focus on different sections of the bubbles, so that way it makes it unique for each picture. So let's take a couple shots and see how they turn out. Well, with some Rain-X and some water and a piece of glass, we created a nice art project that you can create some unique images with. And I hope you give it a shot. I hope you had fun. And we'll see you next time. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video.